of you have long life, right? That's the Sri Lankan way of blessing. I'm starting with my topic for the day, green Sri Lankan case studies. Okay, because of the time constraint, I'm going to rush through this one. Actually, if I'm talking about Sri Lankan green rating system, there are 8 aspects that we are concerning about. When in the previous presentation, some of these aspects were mentioned. Namely management, sustainable sites, water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, material and resources, environmental quality, innovation and design process, social and cultural awareness. Those are the main aspects that we consider. Right? Therefore, our approach for the design should be passive design and active solutions. We have to make a passive building, we are trouble-free building, right, at the time of designing, and we have to go for active solutions. Active solutions should be, again, less energy consumption and not what is called compromising the comfort of the occupants. Energy and atmosphere, if I am to take some of the examples, this well-known building in Sri Lanka called WTC, World Trade Center. Right? If you consider the monthly electricity bill of this building, it's 42 million per month. It's 42 million per month. If you consider this premises, BMICH, monthly electricity bill is 4 million per month. Right? If you take Sri Lanka Parliament, it's about 4 million per month. Right? Energy cost means energy consumption. Right? We are going to face a huge energy crisis within this year, of course. Right? Therefore, this building, right, it's a gold-rated building now, right, under existing building category. It was reduced by 20 to 25%. That means 8 million saving per month. 8 million rupees saving per month. How? We'll discuss later, right, if the time permits. This building again, Hatta National Bank, and the person who has done the thing is here in the audience, Mr. Jayasundara. I'm glad to see him in the audience. And right, while thanking him, this is another platinum-rated building, of course. Right? Why this building was platinum-rated? This is the least energy-consuming bank in Sri Lanka. Right? Compared to all the banks, this is the least energy-consuming bank in Sri Lanka. Why? There are many features, right? If I am to discuss solar energy, net metering, right, and energy consumption per square meter, even the least in Sri Lanka, right, compared to all the banks in Sri Lanka, right? And this CCB building, which is going to be another gold-rated building, they are having solar power, and they have green facades, it's going to come, right? And many other features, right? And even you can reduce the heat island effect by having solar panels on top of the roof, as well as having a roof garden. This is mass sold in Turuli, again platinum rated building, the right hand one, right? While having greenery on the top of the roof, you can cut down, right, the radiation heat, of course, radiation heat. And again, we can go for natural lighting. It's, right, available in Sri Lankan context. We are having tropical climate. Every time we can get natural lighting, right? The possibilities are again available. And we can go for light in ducts. This is possible. This is around 6 o'clock, right? You can see how lighting level is there. Right? This is a solar tube system. It's passive system of getting lights for a building. Right? Even this building, it says Mihikata Madura. I can't see that sort of innovation here. I can't see that sort of innovation here at all here. Right? It's just a glimpse, of course. These are gimmicks. Right? Therefore, if you, for the other type of floors, right, if it is not the topmost floor, we can think of having light in ducts, which is going to be very much what is called environmental friendly approach of getting natural light. Right? Light in duct, it's multiple reflection. For about 5 meters, it's going to be very much suitable. Getting light in ducts. And this is one of the factories designed by me some time back, entirely natural lighting. You can see it's entirely natural lighting. It's a packing factory, of course. You can see here, cardboard manufacturing factory at what is called Bandaragama. And you can see entirely natural lighting. Right? It's triple height space, of course, entirely natural lighting. During the daytime, we are not using any light. Right? And this is Alia project, the elephant project, Dambulla. Again, you can see some of the areas, they are using natural light. Some of the areas they are using natural light very productively, but I think they could have used this one more productively. And we have given some suggestions, and they also have applied for the rating. and they are keep on improving their status now. Right? If you talk about the water efficiency, I put this figure here because this person never washed his face for 37 years. Right? He haven't consumed any single water apart from drinking, not for any other functions. Right? This is there in the Yahoo website if you go log into the Yahoo, but that is not the conservation that we are expecting. Right? On average, Sri Lankan person consumes more than 120 liters per person per day, which is a massive consumption. We can reduce up to about 80 liters, which is possible. Again, I am talking about concepts. You can see the right-hand side Singapore, Skywalk. It's a theme park. It's a steel structure made to look like a tree, steel tube structure. But in the middle, there's a rainwater harvesting system. On your left-hand side, you can see Mass Holding, Turuli, where they collect the rainwater at the top of the, right? You can see it's here, right? Actually, this is the rainwater collection tank, and you have the toilets underneath. Therefore, it's the medium of, there is no what is called electricity consumption for pumping the water. It is gravity. It's totally gravity, right? No need for pumping. And the concepts how we can use actually, right? And this is rainwater harvesting Ulugalla Resort, Anuradhapura. More than 40,000 liters they are collecting. It is very much sufficient for their consumption, rainwater harvesting. Even for the drinking, they are using this one. Right? This is again HNB Kalmune. They are using rainwater harvesting system. That is why they have gone to platinum, right? And they are consuming what they collect. Right? Different uses, washing, gardening, number of uses, not necessary for drinking. If you can't go for a tertiary, what is called treatment systems, maybe that you can use for gardening, washing vehicles, other functions, toilet flushing, or you can use, practically you can use. Again, I am thinking about this Twin Tower. The day that I met Mr. Indradeva Vendis, facilities manager of this premises, I asked him to go for rainwater harvesting system for the building. He said, with energy we can do a lot of things, we have done, but I don't think we can go for rainwater harvesting with this building because we don't have enough what is called space in the roof because it's occupied by the services. Then I suggested, why not we collect the rainwater collected 100,000 liters, entire air conditioning, chiller, makeup water is they are using with this rainwater now. Right? Therefore, it was very successful, and they are collecting the facade water, right? And they are using it for air conditioning, makeup water. Right? It was very successful, and their cooling tower water loss per day is more than 100,000 liters. Cooling tower water loss, and they are planning to now they are planning to reduce that, right? Because anyway, there's a loss when the latent heat exchange is there. There's a what is called water loss due to operation. But anyway, we can reduce that particular water consumption as well. Right? There are approaches, and they were successful. Now there are many fittings and appliances, filter-rated taps and things like that, and integrated closets. Now they are in the market. You can reduce the water consumption. Right? While you are washing the hands, the closet itself the cistern itself getting filled. Right? Where you can reduce the 70. Therefore, fixtures and fittings and other type of technologies like rainwater harvesting systems will do the things. Right? Now these things are possible, right? Actually now we have an issue at Ratupaswala where these people don't have drinking water, right? The best option is, there are two things to face these situations actually, mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation is avoiding further polluting water and air and other resources. Now we have to stop that one, but immediately you can't get the effect, right? Therefore for the Ratupaswala area, the one good solution would be rainwater harvesting, right? There is no that much of capital involved for that one. Right, where it has rained throughout the day. And most of the time, we have hardscape areas where the groundwater table is not getting recharged because of the hardscape areas, because of the bitumen paved areas, concrete paved areas and things like that. Every time we have hardscape areas, therefore, the groundwater is not getting recharged. As a result, even for a slight drought, all the areas are getting dry. All the trees are getting dry. Right? To avoid that one, as whatever the possible situations, we have to think about groundwater recharging systems. Go for, right, whatever the paving systems, grid paving systems, right, where now it is a bit popular among the Sri Lankan, right, even architects are promoting this one. Therefore, grid paving, no heat island effect. We can minimize the heat island effect. Sorry, it's not no. We can minimize the heat island effect as well as we can improve the groundwater seepage of water. Ground seepage of water. That means we can improve the groundwater table, groundwater recharge. Right? And this erosion, at the time of construction, what we do is generally we remove all the vegetation around the site. It's not good. Actually, we can control the erosion by having this sort of techniques. Even we can use some of the grass even to cover the soil till we get this soil for whatever they use. Right? Therefore, there are many ways in which we can do that one. Small things will make a big difference. Right? And this is one of the factories where the example is at the time of construction, even after construction, we haven't removed the grass. We haven't removed the grass. It's a very simple factory. The minimum cost per construction. It's an office building for the factory. The same factory I have shown. Right? And this is Vario Systems Badalagam, again platinum rated factory building in Sri Lanka. At the beginning, they had a big issue with erosion. You can see the pictures here. You can see initially it was like this. It was like this. Right? Huge erosion. It's going to the downstreams. Right? Lot of soil particles going along with the water. They had many issues. Then what they have done was, ultimately, you can see the color of the water, and they have done a lot of things, right, to prevent this particular, the water, the downstream water front getting contaminated with soil particles. And you can see how well they have done that one, right? They are collecting and directing the water to this collection pond, and you can see the color of the water gradually improving, and ultimately it becomes natural and neutral. Right? Huge improvements they have done. Right? Materials and resources, why not we think of local and regional materials? Right? Don't think for materials which is going to last for about 100 to 200 years. We have to think for the materials which can be rapidly harvested within our regions. That is what. This is Ulugalla Resort, more or less natural resources, right? And local. And fair face finishes are much better. Right? It's not artificial. It should not be artificial. It should be fair-faced. Without that much of treatments, you can use the water. You can use the materials. Fair finishes are actually, you can see, attractive interiors we can make out of without plastering the walls even. Right? There are many ways in which we can make the aesthetics, right, without compromising the cost and the environment. Case one, again, good thing, they have done a refurbishment rather than demolishing the building. Right? But they have gone for a good finishes and things like that, Katubedda. And waste management, one other thing that we have to think about. Right? And the indoor environmental quality, we have to have separate ventilated area for the chemical storage areas. This is again Vario Systems. They are making motherboard for the soft toys. Right? It's actually it's a very complicated process. In that process, they are emitting a lot of, they are using a lot of chemicals, and they are having separate ventilated areas to chemical storage areas. And their indoor environmental qualities very much within the standards. There are many standards that we have to follow, right? Starting with many what is called codes and things like that we have to follow, right? And you can see daylight and views, the same factory building. Right? The people who are assembling the things even can have outdoor views. They are having proper outdoor views. And if they are bored with their whatever the work, they have the chance of viewing outside. Right? Here even, I don't think we have that option. If you are bored with my lecture, how? Right? It's a matter of you sleep or something, you don't have outdoor views. Right? That is what. Right? Likewise, we have to improve. This is my own house. Right? Actually, you can see, rather than using whatever the curtains and things like that, I used to go for what is called reed panels, butterpalali. Right? At the same time you can get the daylight and you have the views. With the curtains you can get light sometimes, but not the views. Right? Therefore, if you are using reed panels, you have the outdoor views. Right? And here, of course, this particular windows, I have used the treatment called, actually, it's not using water-based, so whatever varnish coats or something on top of this one. It is engine oil, unburnt engine oil treatment for this one. And we have done a lot of experiment in the university about this one. It's very successful. Right? We'll tell you the results in the future, how successful, because I was inspired from railway sleeper treatment process. Right? They are using burnt oil. Now, of course, this is very useful. Right? And reflected light, ceiling, right? If you are getting light from the low levels, of course, you are getting the glare as well. Sometimes the radiation heat as well. Right? To cut off that one, better we go for high level, whatever the position of the windows in the higher levels, and get the ceiling reflected light, which is possible throughout the day. Right? And we have to prevent smoking in the buildings. It's anyway, right, can be done, right? Because it's not only making benefit for the people, but it saves the energy, right? Because the smoking areas demand 4 times ventilation than ordinary areas, right? Normal living areas. And these are the ways in which we are measuring. There are many devices to measure the CO2 levels, right? Carbon dioxide, monoxide, we call the SOx, NOx, and COX levels, whatever. CO2, sulfur dioxide, all these things can be measured now. Even the volatile organic compounds, VOCs, need to be measured. Because those are making sick building syndrome, sick building situation, where it makes us sick. When the CO2 levels are going more than certain level, it makes us sick. When the VOC levels, volatile organic compounds levels, going more than certain levels, it's going to make us sick. Therefore, on average, right, if you take some of the buildings, air-conditioned buildings, within the premises, their CO2 levels are more than 1,000 particles per million, which is not accepted by the World Health Organization. Right? It makes you drowsy. It makes you feel uncomfortable, maybe chest pain or headaches or something. All these are because of the indoor environmental quality, most of the time. Right? Where we can minimize those issues while having passive ventilation systems. Right? It's not necessary to be air conditioned. Not necessary to be air conditioned. So social and cultural awareness, Sri Lanka was one of the famous countries for its social interactions. And if you take the listing of Sri Lanka in Happy Index, right? Generally you are measuring the development of the country in terms of its per capita income. But going more than that, going beyond that, world has come to a particular index called Happy Index or the Laughing Index. And we are there. You can see Sri Lanka is ranked 15 in the Happy Index. Therefore, we are happy. Right? We have to be happy. Right? And this is again Vario Systems, Badalgama and HNB Kalmune. Right? They are having promises, right, for the people to play, for their workers to play. Right? When they finish their whatever the roster time, their working time, they are asking their workers to play for whatever the game, maybe cricket, badminton, or whatever the convenient play game for them. And after that, they are dropping their workers to their destination, carpool system. Right? It's a part of green concept. It's a part of green concept. And even these particular playgrounds are common for the villagers. They can use that one. Right? You get marks for those. Right? And rooftop of this Kalmune, they have made a green garden there, which is impossible because of the climatic conditions there. But they are successful. They are using, right, air-conditioned condensed water to, right, water in these particular plants. Therefore, no extra water is required for this one. If you take typical air condition about 9,000 BTU, within 1 hour of moderate occupancy, you can collect about more than 4 liters per hour, which can be effectively used for drip irrigation for these plants. Drip irrigation for these plants, which is going to be really effective. Right? Therefore, we have to maintain the cultural identity when you are making things. This is Alia, Dambulla. You can see some of these items you may never seen in the past, maybe. Therefore, we have to prevent. And you can see nice palcavia, right, the side of the bed, right, where, right, you can overlook the chaina from this particular, right, whatever the bedroom. Right. Therefore, again, you can see the Navanari Kunjane there. It's another cultural identity of Sri Lanka. We have to promote those things. Right. Therefore, there are marks for those things under the rating system. Right. And innovative and design, if I am to quickly rushing through my presentation, another 2 minutes more. This is basically the cooling system, individual coolers. Rather than cooling the entire premises, you have to in and out. Right? Basically, you can reduce air conditioning requirement by 6%, air conditioning load by 6%. If you can have this sort of a vertical greenery, right, it can cut off, right, 3 to 4 Celsius. In turn, which is going to, right, go for we can have a benefit from the energy saving. That's there. These things are common. And again, if you go for the air conditioning systems, this is at Ulugalla. Now it is common in the world to a certain extent. We can convert this air conditioning energy, recovered energy, to heat the water, preheat the water. Of course, we have internal unit and external unit. Internal unit is absorbing the heat and passing to the outside. Whatever the energy that we are passing to the environment, instead of to the air, we are passing to the water, and we can use that energy to preheat the water. Right? That sort of techniques are available. Right? And we have measured, even the color matters. We have done a lot of experiments in colors. If you take the paving outdoors, you can see that if you are using black color pavings, right, during the noon sun, this is case on Katubad, we have done this experiment, a lot of experiment we are doing there, right? And we found that the surface temperature on average day goes more than 46 Celsius for black color. If you go for white, it's about 36. That's a big difference. And actually, we can't use white for the paving systems. But if you take, right, whatever the car park covered by the trees, the surface temperature of these blocks are 28 Celsius. Therefore, if you can have a car park covered with the trees, the ideal condition to minimize the heat island effect. Right? That is what. Right? Therefore, most of all, we need to go for attitude change, name the building functions to have a sense of belongingness. Right? Library, rather than saying library, why not we say it's my library? Right? Rather than saying research room something, right, we can say that imagination room or something. Right? Rather than say committee room, we have to go for think lab. And finally, we have to do it with care. That means all the detailing need to be done. Right? This is a root ball tree. To stabilize the tree, they have used ropes. You can see that they have used a plastic casing to prevent the trees getting damaged. We have to think up to that level when you are going for green. Right? Thank you very much.